Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your man, the Grass Ninja. Welcome to the channel. Will Kawaki end up training with the Hyuga clan? First thing, before we jump into the video, I'd like to say thank you to everyone and anyone who called me out in the last upload, where we basically opened up the Himawari discussion, alright? Basically, a lot of you guys called me out for not mentioning the Hyuga clan, specifically Hannabi and Hiashi, when it came down to the part of the video when we were talking about who was going to house Himawari, who was going to feed her and take care of her and stuff. I didn't mention the Hyuga clan, alright? Which is a fair criticism from y'all. I definitely appreciate that feedback, and thanks to all of you guys, we can now expand on that discussion and ask the question, will Kawaki train with the Hyuga? Or, I guess, to be more accurate, if Himawari does indeed get adopted by Hanabi or Hiashi, then why wouldn't they also want to take in Kawaki, right? Now, before we hop into this one, do yourself a favor and like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. You don't want to miss when we upload. And don't forget to comment your take down below. Now, we got to start things off with what happens when the Hyuga clan decide to adopt Himawari, and by extension Kawaki. Well, first, we should point out Ida's omnipotence has swapped Kawaki and Boruto's lives, so the Hyuga would be like more than happy to take in Kawaki, since to them, Kawaki is Boruto, right? All of their memories of Boruto, they just think that's Kawaki. Naruto and Hinata's firstborn child, my dude. So yeah, they're definitely gonna take in Kawaki. The more interesting part comes in with how Kawaki decides to interact with them, right? Kawaki's been on edge recently, you know, he's been a little berserk mode right now. So, will the Hyuga be able to sense Kawaki's Otsutsuki powers, you know? Now, we did just mention how Kawaki's interactions with the Hyuga, with Hannabi and Hiashi could be interesting, because despite how omnipotence has, like, you know, rewritten their memories and altered their feelings, so they aren't even bothered by any of the red flags that Kawaki might set off, like the fact that Kawaki has apparently just abandoned the Gentle Fist, right? Or he's fighting with Amado technology, or even the fact that he's using Ishiki's unnamed dojutsus and all of his abilities, even if they did question these things, right? In the beginning, just like how Sasuke was questioning reality in Boruto chapter 80, I don't think it's going to matter, bro, because they're gonna not be bothered by any of this stuff. I think Kawaki would play it smart, for now at least, meaning Kawaki shouldn't be out to harm anyone who isn't Otsutsuki or directly in the way of his goals, right? Kawaki just learned how capable Konoha truly is back in chapter 79 when Shikamaru and Mitsuki successfully pinned him down and Sasuke had him with the blade to his neck. If it wasn't for Momoshiki, he'd be done, right? So, staying with the Hyuga and allowing things to pan out and cool down for a while might be the best move for Kawaki right now. Now, see, Kawaki has shown high levels of deductive reasoning and situational awareness in the manga before, on a multitude of occasions, so I wouldn't be surprised if Kawaki played it safe for now and allowed omnipotence to kind of do its thing and solidify the reality, right? The part that I'm curious about now is if Hiashi or Hanabi might be able to sense Kawaki's inner Otsutsuki powers. We saw back in Boruto anime episode 8, I think, Boruto woke up from a dream where he had spoke with Toneri, and he thought he had awakened his Byakugan. Now, in actuality, it was the Jogan and not the Byakugan. Anyway, Boruto's misconceptions aside, right? After Boruto made the claim that he had a Byakugan, the Hyuga clan tested him, right? He was tested by Hanabi to see if he was being legit. Now, after pushing Boruto in combat, Hanabi and Hiashi concluded that Boruto was incapable of awakening the Byakugan in that moment or at that time. Keep in mind that this was early Boruto anime. This was like episode 8, Boruto before the Karma Seal implant, so he hasn't even been Otsutsukified yet, right? Now I have a bonus for you guys, because not only are the Hyuga clan testing Boruto's potential, seeing if they can sense the Byakugan within, but we do have a bonus for you guys. We did see Hiashi face off against Toneri Otsutsuki, which means Hiashi should be familiar with what it is to be in the presence of an Otsutsuki's power. So now if Kawaki is forced to fight or exert his powers in training or whatever, like using his Karma Seal or Dojutsu or any of Ishiki's abilities in the presence of Hanabi or Hiashi, could they possibly be able to sense the power of Ishiki's Byakugan dormant within Kawaki, right? Because we haven't seen him actually use the Byakugan yet. Now, the other thing, can the Hyuga expand on Ishiki's powers, right? Maybe they have some information on this unnamed Dojutsu. So, like I was saying earlier, right? We saw in the beginning of Naruto the movie, Toneri pulls up on Hiashi, trying to collect Hinata and Hanabi, and from the way Toneri was speaking to Hiashi, at least during the movie's interpretation, it really seems like there may have been some sort of past dealings between the side branch Otsutsuki on the moon and the Hyuga clan patriarchs of Konoha. Like, it's actually wild. Now look, that is just speculation based off of one conversation and how we interpret Toneri and Hiashi's dialogue. But if that's true, and it turns out to be the case that there is some sort of past relationships or past dealings between the side branch Otsutsuki and the Hyuga clan, right? If that is true, and it turns out to be the case, I'd like to see the Hyuga help Kawaki unlock his dormant Byakugan and maybe even supply us with some sort of name for Kawaki's nameless Dojutsu. There's many ways to go about it, right? Like, maybe, this is just off the top of my head, maybe the Hyuga have some sort of ancient heirlooms from their Otsutsuki ancestors, like how Hagoromo left the stone tablet for the Uchiha clan, right? Kishimoto could cook up something real nice with this one, bro. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Now, the other thing that I think would be interesting is Kawaki, Jigen, and Hiashi's, like, kind of approach to training. Now, as cool as it would be to see, like, you know, some sort of Otsutsuki heirlooms left by Hamura for the Hyuga clan, right? Why would Kawaki even bother with any kind of shinobi training at the first place? Thanks to the anime, right? They kind of botched this whole fight, but we remember Kawaki versus Team 7 and how Kawaki feels about the traditional shinobi training, which was basically just like a chakra control meditation exercise. They just didn't do anything, right? They just sat there. However, the Hyuga clan, specifically Hiashi, they're known for conducting these strict combat exercises, these harsh sparring sessions, basically the way Kawaki desired to train back in episode 288. Not as cruel as what Jigen put Kawaki through, but not all that different either. Oddly enough, I could see Kawaki finding this type of training appealing in some sort of weird way, echoing his words to Team 7 back in chapter 58. You know, how long are you going to sit here and meditate for? Like 5 years, 10 years? We need to get strong enough to face Code now. Now, even Hanabi calls Hiashi's style of training too harsh or too cruel for Boruto and Himawari, which was one of the reasons why she decided to test Boruto back in episode 8 when he thought his Jogan was a Byakugan. So, maybe Hiashi's style of training could appeal to Kawaki. You know, the only reason he didn't really train him is because, for one, he's really, really old, and he's too old to be fighting Boruto. But also, Hanabi literally said this dude is a little too harsh when it comes to these kind of exercises. So, at the end of the day, even Kawaki needs more power. So, yeah, did I forget to mention the Hyuga clan in the previous upload? Sure. But now look at what happened. We just opened up an awesome new discussion, because if Hanabi or Hiashi or the Hyuga clan do end up adopting Himawari, then by extension, there's no reason they don't take in Kawaki as well, thanks to Ida's omnipotence swapping the histories and the memories of everybody. Now, of course, that's only going to open up the doors to even more questions, like whether or not Hanabi or Hiashi will possess the ability to sense Kawaki's Otsutsuki powers, since they can test Boruto or Himawari for that matter, other Hyugas, for their potential to awaken a Byakugan. But what if Hamura or Hagoromo or some other Otsutsuki left something behind for the Hyuga clan? Something similar to the Uchiha's stone tablet that was left for them by Hagoromo. Maybe the Hyuga clan can expand upon Ishiki and Kawaki's nameless dojutsu, or help Kawaki to unlock his dormant Byakugan. All in all, right, this is all in the effort of increasing Kawaki's current strength. Because I know that sounds crazy considering how strong Kawaki currently is, but I like to point out that Boruto is heading out to train in order to become strong enough to face off against Kawaki, and I guess Code and the Ten Tails, and to suggest that we're going to enter a time skip, and Kawaki won't be doing the same thing, is kind of wild, right? That's out of pocket. Now, we have people theorizing that Boruto and Sasuke, they're going to go out, they're going on some training arc over the time skip, and I'd definitely like to see Sasuke teach Boruto how to draw out Momoshiki's Rinnegan. We did hear Boruto, like, I think it was when after he got his chest blown out or whatever, say that he feels he can channel more of Momoshiki's power. So I'd definitely like to see Sasuke try to teach Boruto how to draw out Momoshiki's Rinnegan, or even the Jogan at some point in the future, which, you know, could parallel nicely with Kawaki learning how to use all of Ishiki's powers, including the Byakugan, right? Kawaki has proven himself to be fairly intelligent throughout the manga so far, especially with his deductive reasoning and his situational awareness, so I don't think he's out to, like, be harmful to the Hyuga or whatever. I'm pretty sure he's going to play the role of the son of Lord Seventh and kind of live in luxury for a while, live in Boruto's shoes, the way Kawaki has forced Boruto to live in his shoes. Also, with the way Hiashi prefers to train, he may try to push Kawaki into awakening Ishiki's Byakugan if he can sense that potential, through some sort of harsh or cruel, almost Jigen-like combat exercises. All in all, we know for sure that Boruto is dead set on becoming stronger himself, and I very much expect Kawaki to do the same thing. That's pretty much everything I've got on this one, you guys. Do yourself a favor, or do me a favor, hit like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, bro. You don't want to miss when we upload back-to-back content. Let's go, twice a week. And don't forget to leave your take down in the comment section below. I've been your man, the Grass Ninja. Have a nice day. Peace.